My balls are funky today. I'm sorry, everyone.
Your balls are funky.
I've got funky balls.
Just before this, I had to spray your armpits for stink. Do I need to spray the balls as well? Or?
Maybe.
Ugh. That's good shit I got there that I've sprayed you.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Podcast Badly. This is the podcast where we podcast badly.
Mm-hmm.
We're in person today.
Yeah. Oh.
We're here. Look at us. We're here for now. For now.
Oh, yeah, definitely for now.
Good lord.
Yeah.
I don't know what's been going on, but Judd's had a rough time
I've had
of
a
it.
fucking, yeah.
Do you want to
Shall we go?
Let's get a bit more central.
This is my episode.
This is your episode.
Yeah.
I've got some interesting stuff as well. I can splice in some more positive things if you like.
That's fine. I like the term splice. It reminds me of BioShock.
Yeah, good. First things first, do you like my haircut?
Yeah.
My wife did it.
Wow.
She's not my wife, but we do live together. So
I want to see it all.
rotates my head all the way around
Just
like an
snap
owl. Yeah, I got a nice haircut. I'm not gonna go to the barbers again. Like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, she does
can
good
cut hair
job.
now, and so yeah, that was good.
Did she go to college for it or something?
She's currently going to college for it.
Oh, okay.
But not barbering. She's going for like ladies' hair.
Oh, okay.
And she's wanting to specialise in curly hair because, like, especially in England and especially in the north of England, you don't get that.
No,
There's nowhere near enough black people around here.
No.
Like the people just do not care.
No.
Whereas her hair is like so curly. It's like a lot of
in America,
hair.
it's like black barbers that are like the really good barbers that you want to go to, like who know what the fuck they're doing. Over here, it's like
Turkish.
Turkish. It's I think the biggest, like the ones I always go to are like Turkish guys, and they're fantastic.
Yeah, so basically there's no one who specialises in curly hair around here. I think there's one person in like our county and the neighbouring counties or something stupid like that. So yeah, she's going to be doing that, but because she's not actually done any cutting on the course yet.
Yeah.
But she just had a go at my hair and she did a good job. I'm pretty pleased with it. Before we get into anything, coming up in this podcast, people are stupid, my girlfriend's stupid, YouTube poops are also stupid.
I love YouTube.
Wiping your butt can be pretty stupid. Ducks rape each other.
Yeah. They do that.
And also Judd's depression. No.
Shoot.
We're going to start with Doritos.
All right, that wasn't even on the fucking thing, but okay.
You've eaten them before?
Yeah, I love Doritos.
You eaten Burger King?
I have eaten Burger King.
Well, they did a collaboration.
God damn, now I'm interested.
Well, the only thing I wanted to tell you about this is I wanted to try it. I wanted to try this Whopper flavoured Doritos, basically.
So they're not selling it at Burger King. They're selling it at like stores.
Yeah, it's like a Doritos thing.
Okay.
It's mainly Doritos with it's Burger King flavoured.
Okay.
It's good. You know what? Crisp flavour technology has improved a lot since I was a kid. Like, seriously, they're getting really good at flavouring stuff like stuff. Like, it was like a bit when I was like, oh yeah, that's like specifically like Burger King pickles and stuff like that. It's the first kind of flavour I got. And like some flame grill. Not so much the meat flavour, but like, it was pretty decent. That's not the thing that caught my eye the most. The thing that caught my eye the most, in massive letters across the middle of it, it has to say, burger not included. As if people are buying this pack of Doritos.
I would not be surprised at all. It's like, I would not be surprised if somebody called up like, there's no fucking burger in my Burger King Doritos.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. And there's a burger not included in this bag of crisps. Oh dear. Anyway, what you been up to? What's been going on?
God, what have I not been fucking up to? Right, okay. Wednesday. That's when we were supposed to record this podcast, like we normally do. Yeah, Wednesday. So, Wednesday, I'm driving through to work. I'm driving along, just driving fine. I can't breathe. I just stopped breathing. So I'm like, basically, yeah. So, this is, it really freaked me out. This, so my chest started to really tighten.
Yeah.
And I was struggling to sort of find air. then it felt like all of this went numb, like my left arm. And sort of like where my breast is, and like behind my.
I'm glad you didn't say pecs or anything. You
no,
said
my breast. They know where I mean.
You could have said chest.
I'm not because it wasn't my entire chest. It was literally this left side of me.
The left side of your chest.
Yeah. Okay. My left breast. So I started freaking the fuck out, like because I'm like, what is happening to me? I was like, I'm having a stroke or I'm having a heart attack. Or is it just like a panic attack?
Yeah.
But like nothing really brought it on. I was just fucking moseying along on the road like I do every day. So for some reason I didn't just stop the car. I think I was freaking out so much that I was just like, I've got to get there quick.
You were on the motorway, did you?
No, I wasn't on the motorway.
Where were you? Like, what sort of road were you on?
It was a pretty sparse road. It was pretty much just me on the road, like somewhere.
So you could have easily pulled over.
Yeah, I could have easily pulled over. There was numerous times where I could have done it, but I think I was just freaking out so fucking much.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to get there quick instead of just pulling over. So I got to work, and I actually got out of the car. And I started being like, okay, all right, I am breathing. I'm obviously not dying. So I walked to work, and I was like, I'm like,
good old British work.
I know. I'm like, fucking look, I'm not dead on the floor, so I can lift boards. I can lift plasterboard. No. I was like, this feels like it's sort of going away, so I'm going to. Yeah. Just see how I go. But anyway, I got onto site.
I think a good thing to mention, though, is that, like, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Like, you can't take sick days.
No, I can't have sick days. I'm self-employed, but whatever. That's not a huge issue for me. But I should have done the responsible thing and pulled up as soon as I started having that problem. And, like, I should have done that, but I didn't. So I walked onto site, and it wasn't getting any better. So I told my boss, I was like, look, I'm going to go call an ambulance because...
An ambulance?
Yeah. I was like, I think I'm having a heart attack. I'm calling an ambulance. So I walked off of site because I didn't want...
For a start, nowadays, you'd be better just driving. You'd be better just driving, man.
And I'll get to that. So I walked... This is another thing that was making me think in my head, like, I was like, okay, obviously something's happening, but I can't be in immediate danger because I'm literally walking out of sight and walking 2 streets down to make sure that, like, people on site don't see that I'm waiting for an ambulance or shit. So it's like, I'm not in immediate life-threatening danger, but something was clearly fucking happening to me. So I called them up. I told them where I was, which was, I'm not going to say exactly where, but it was somewhere in Leeds, and I spent about 10 minutes saying to her, no, not somewhere in Huddersfield, somewhere in Leeds.
Like, these 2 cities, for people who don't know, they're not massively far apart, they're, like, relatively in the same sort of area, but they're like very obviously
the same
not
place.
The same
if I'm
place.
having a heart attack and dying, it's...
Let me just look up distance from, like, Leeds to Huddersfield. Leeds to Huddersfield. Leeds to Huddersfield. It's 20 miles.
Yeah, so great. Yeah, so I was waiting for the paramedics for a long time. The guy, our site manager on that site, actually came and waited with them for me, which was cool. And they came, they did a bunch of sort of tests on me. They checked my heart rate, first of all, which was fine.
Yeah.
Then I ended up going through to a hospital in Leeds on STEC, which is like same-day emergency care. Right. It's not like A&E where it's like you're in a sort of critical or serious situation. It's more like you have to be seen straight away, but you can wait. So, and at this point as well, I have to say my breathing had come back.
Yeah,
and I'm feeling all right. My chest is hurting, but I think that's more like the after pain of it tightening up on me than it doing anything. So
yeah,
I had a bunch of like tests on my heart done, and I had some blood tests done, and all clear. Everything was fine with that.
This sounds eerily familiar.
Yeah. So I left it, and now it's Saturday. Okay, it's Saturday, folks.
Okay, so nothing. What? Do you went to work the next day and things like that?
No, I had the rest of the week off.
Right. Okay.
Actually, I had the rest of the week off. So I've woken up today, and I've been coughing, and a little bit of blood came out. Now, just a little bit.
That happens sometimes.
Okay, yeah, but also some brown stuff. And I'm like, I'm like, blood and possibly maybe more blood. Should probably go see somebody about this. So, this is what today's been basically. I woke up at 8. I had this like, it wasn't like a coughing fit or anything. It's just more like, you know, when you cough to get phlegm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. So I did that. Spat it out. I'm like, it shouldn't look like rust.
Have you been smoking at all recently?
I have been. But I have also been stopping recently.
Yeah. I'm killing my lungs.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? Where did that come from?
Come to McDonald's for fried lung.
I think I've traced as to why you might have coughed some brown stuff up, because that might be probably
it's probably not, because I've
also got lung cancer.
Because I've also got no. We need.
This is a cigarette smell. Oh god.
Buy Camel Joe cigarettes.
Marlboro. Oh god. Carry on.
So anyway, no, I haven't. I don't think so. So I've basically spent the day sort of just waiting to be seen by a doctor.
I'm surprised you even could.
Yeah.
Like, it's shocking, the state of all that.
No, I know. I was really surprised about this. And I was actually even more surprised because my doctor saw me an hour earlier than was scheduled. He was really good, the guy who has seen me. But he is now, like, after I showed him pictures of this fucking nasty phlegm, and he did like a bunch of sort of like breathing stuff.
You didn't bring the phlegm with you. Like, hold it in.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I had it in a little jar, and we're both looking at it, and it like grew eyes and teeth and started like bashing against the fucking jar.
Symbiote.
It's like, oh, cool.
It's like a really shit Venom origin story. Yeah. I smoked this weird cigarette that my strange friend gave me, and then I coughed up an alien.
Yeah. And he said, Eddie! Nope.
But no, I'm not dealing with this.
Not the other one. So he is like pretty sure that I have a chest infection.
Right.
So it'd explain me like sort of like struggling to breathe in the car, and then what I think's happened is because I'm such an anxious person anyway. You'd never know it, but like, I know. No, I know. I'm good at hiding it, but like, I always think of the worst possible situation something can be, because if I think about the worst possible situation, I can plan for the worst. And that usually works out for me, but not when it's something like this, because then my brain immediately went, are you having a heart attack or a stroke? Which has sent me into panic mode, and I've had a panic attack.
Do you know what? That combined with autism works really well, because it goes, are you having a heart attack or a stroke? No. Good.
Yeah. I haven't got that autism bit down yet.
You need to dial that in.
I've got the downs down, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, God. No, the autism bit wasn't a joke. The downs was a shit joke.
Anyway, so he's prescribed me some antibiotics or something.
Right.
He sent them to an Asda. That when I say the Asda, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Right. Yeah.
That Asda. I went there today. I fucking got there, and the dispensary's like, oh, sorry, we're closed between one and the dispensary.
You said the dispensary.
I could have actually. I don't know.
What? Dispensary? Do you mean the chemist?
Yeah, but it's the dispensary at the chemist.
Well, they don't dispense stuff.
That's what they call it, dispensary.
No, that's like that'd be like
I don't know. That's what they fucking call it.
No, they don't. They call it the chemist. I'm gonna Google dispensary.
Chemist dispensary.
It's not gonna come up with anything. Well, it might do if you put chemist. It might. But okay, carry on then. I'll verify this.
I don't know. I want to fucking see.
I don't know how to spell it.
I think it's
dispensary.
There you go.
Chemist dispensary.
What is a pharmacy dispensary? Click on that.
Pharmacy dispensary. It's already like...
A dispensary is an office in a school, hospital, industrial plant, or other organisation that dispenses medications, medical supplies, and in some cases, medical and dental treatment.
Yeah, but it doesn't dispense them.
Well, I'm not going to stick up for it.
We're literally getting into fucking semantics here.
Anyway, I got to the chemist.
I once got boner pills from that chemist. It was fun.
Nice. I'm dying.
Oh God, don't cough your chest infection at me.
Is that how it works? Is that how it's transmitted?
Yes,
is it?
Yeah. Oh shit! Cough on me and it goes in my mouth and shit.
I won't cough in your mouth. I promise. But I got there and
give me one.
No. The chemist was fucking closed, and it's closed between 1 and 5. But it shuts like for the night at 10, which is why earlier when I messaged you and I was like, I can't stay all night to do it like.
So it's what? Say that again.
It's shutting at 10. Like it's opening back up at 5. It's shutting for the night at 10. So I need to be there before 10 to grab the fucking good stuff, man.
Okay.
So, and now we're here. Now you're caught up.
Okay.
So
well,
yeah.
So it sounds like basically you've got a bit of a chest infection.
Yeah.
Which you don't actually necessarily need antibiotics for.
No, I'd like them to help, but it's nothing life threatening. It's just I've never had anything like this. It was literally like as I was driving, and I don't know, it just freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, and then it probably triggered a panic attack.
Yeah, I definitely had like a panic attack.
Have you ever actually had a panic attack before as well?
So I've had like anxiety episodes where I felt really, really anxious about something. Like I remember one time, for no reason, I couldn't tell you why the fuck I went like this, but I was out with a bunch of friends, and we're all in a pub, we're all having a good time, everything's cool, but I'm just getting more and more anxious just being there, and I go to the toilet. And I'm just sat there on the toilet and I started fucking sweating. I'm like, why am I so anxious? Yeah. And I thought that was a panic attack. I'm like, is this a panic attack?
I'm not an expert, obviously, but I would say probably not then.
Yeah.
Because, like, once you've had a panic attack, basically. Well, first things first, you don't think it's a panic attack. You don't think that they could be that bad.
Yeah,
like that's everyone says that.
Yeah, exactly. Because when this happened, my chest tightened and I went like that. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah. Everyone I know who's had a proper panic attack says the first one they ever had, they just straight up thought they were dying.
Yeah,
like,
no, I did. I was like, I'm having a stroke or a heart attack, especially because all of this went numb.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? So, but
yeah, I mean, when I first had a panic attack, it was when I was in a choir competing for like a world choir competition, and we went onto this. We went on stage, and I had been gigging and I'd done so much music for crowds way bigger than this and everything, which is why I never thought it could be a panic attack. Not a chance. But the pressure of being in this choir and the competition and stuff like that, the pressure they put on you is nuts, and I hate it. And that's a different topic. But I stood in the row and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
Like everything's blurry and like my heart feels like it's dead. It's like, my arms and my legs are like falling to bits.
Yeah.
Like they're like I'm about to like fall over. Like what the hell is happening? And I was thinking like I must be like ill, or like someone suggested I might be like diabetic and not know, or something like that. It very much wasn't that, which was a big problem because they said, "Oh, you might need some more sugar to get your blood sugar up." That's the opposite of what I needed.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like drinking an energy drink before going on stage and stuff.
God damn it!
I was like, "This'll
cure me." Fucking snap like a 6-pack of Red Bull.
So yeah, and at one point, like I managed to get through the first day of doing that.
Yeah.
And I just kind of mimed most of the songs, and it half went away. And I sung for a bit, and right at the end, I kind of had to mime a bit as well. And then the next time, it was feeling worse before going on.
So you had two.
There was multiple performances throughout the competition.
On one day or over a series?
Over like 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And the second one, I went on and the same shit was happening. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Like, and at one point I'm like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna fall. And I had to like,
I'm going.
I had to like go like that and grab the lad next to me's hand.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was gay actually, so maybe.
Yeah, so it turned around like with big eyes, like.
no, he's got a husband. I'm pretty sure he had a long-term boyfriend then as well. I don't know. That might, at the time it might have seemed like, I want to hold your hand. I don't know. Maybe I gave the guy the wrong idea. No, I'm pretty certain he knew what was happening. I kind of just like grabbed his arm and he kind of like went like that. I could feel him like trying to not pull away, like he was trying to hold me up, like he knew what was happening. Yeah. So that was weird as fuck. And then eventually, again, that slightly calmed down as I got used to it, and kind of I just stood there and minded the rest of it. But honestly, it's and that weren't even the end of it for that trip. Like, it was like a week-long trip or something. And the third time we were going to go on, actually, there was a lot of times we were going to perform. Because I ended up, I think there was 4 in total. So the third time I was going to go on, I wasn't having a panic attack at that point, but I was so like scared of it happening again that I half fainted. But like half of it like was like I wanted to faint. You know what I mean? Like I was half putting it on, but like half actually was fainting. I potentially could have fainted if I'd have gone all the way onto stage. I probably would have, I think. But as I was walking on, I like felt like I was half about to faint, and I just kind of pushed myself to, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so I kind of like. It's hard to explain. I kind of fell in this box. it was like a stage gearbox, sturdy thing. So I like half fell in this box.
I love the idea.
Someone had to pull me out.
I love the idea of you being like, "Shit, gonna make this look real," and you're like actually falling and hurting you.
No, it did seem really real because it mostly was, but part of me was just too scared, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And then later on, we had to go and accept an award at the awards ceremony.
Okay.
And it was like happening again. But this time it kept coming on stronger and stronger every fucking time. And I melted onto the floor.
What the fuck?
And I was like going, fuck, I want to see us get this award. I was like, I'm not going yet. I was like panic attacking myself into fainting, but I was like like flopping around, like desperate to see our like choir's name come up as the winner on this board. So I don't know, that's what I did. And then they took me to a nice friendly Latvian doctor who did all the same things that you said. You were like, your heart rate's normal, your blood pressure's normal. I don't know what to tell you, you're fine.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? It's like it doesn't make sense, does it? It's ridiculous. And then when I got home, I had my blood tested twice, and they were like, they actually said to me, actually your blood's remarkably healthy, like it's like weirdly good. So I was like, well great. They did an ECG as well when I got home. They like put a bunch of pads on my chest and stuff and tested my heart and everything, and they were like, it's a little bit weird but not very weird at all. So it's just, I don't know, man, panic attacks, they're crazy. Good. What I will say is advice for if it happens again, because it has happened since then to me, but it's really rare I'll actually get like a panic attack nowadays. I'll feel anxiety like you said, and I'll get overwhelmed, but that's like the autism side of it. Panic attack wise, the best thing to do and remember is just brute force it. Like it's like, well, this sucks. I'm not actually dying. I feel like it, but I'm not. And you kind of just like, we're pretty good at taking pain. Like we've done a lot of that, so it's kind of utilize that to your advantage.
That's edgy as fuck. That needed like a guitar riff. No. That's like a radical guitar. What we needed was like a like a sort.
What I mean by that is we've done a bunch of stupid shit that's got ourselves hurt, and we've dealt with it pretty well.
Maybe it's more of a
So but kind of mobilizing that and being like, ow, this hurts. But I'm going to tough through it like a moron. It works really well, and it kind of calms you down. Especially like you just have to be really logical about it.
But I was the reason why I was saying to you, I don't know if I'm going to be through today. I can still do the thing over Discord. It's because I didn't know if I was going to end up in hospital again today, because I started having moments again today when my breathing would go a little bit funny, and then I'd work myself up in my head about it, and I'd have little sort of attacks to which I'd just sort of like breathe in and out, and you know, I'd be all right. But
you know, now if you feel like that and it's starting, it feels shit, we don't have to. You good?
Yeah. No. And
it's not like we're doing anything really intense and time sensitive and with a load of pressure today to set your anxiety. Oh. We're doing some speed running after we record this podcast.
Have a heart attack during New Vegas.
You get to like Mr. House, you're like, nope, I'm going.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Nice. Speaking of attacks, though, I had to attack something recently.
Oh,
that's a weird way of phrasing that. Just to transition. I don't know how to phrase this immediately right now because my girlfriend's out at the minute. She's gone to see Arctic Monkeys in Manchester, and she's coming home today.
Shit. Okay.
I
really like Arctic.
Well, maybe you should have gone to Manchester.
I should have, yeah.
But she's coming back and she's due back any minute. But I want to preface. Oh, there she is.
She's got back.
The other day, she made a whoopsie. We've got like an external building to my house. It's like a little outhouse thing. It's kind of like a brick shed, in a way. And we keep there's a fridge and a freezer in there because it's got electricity and a bunch of tools and stuff like that. I was gonna go and trim the hedges, so I needed to go in there. And I get my little key out to unlock the padlock on it, and I'm like, this ain't working. So I looked at the padlock. I'm like, fuck.
What?
She's put an old padlock on it that we don't have the keys to anymore.
Oh, for fuck. Okay.
So I was like, oh my
God. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now it's a padlock I've used for years. I used to take it to the gym and things like that. And at one point I got interested in lock picking, and I actually picked this lock as some practice. So I'm thinking, it's a good job I've learned how to pick locks.
You did it successfully.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's cool. All right.
So I went and got...
Did you see a little bar at the top that said lockpicking increase? And it goes, da-dum.
Yeah. I feel like I must have started a new character since then, because for some reason I could not fucking unlock this lock. I've done it multiple times before, and I've not picked a lock for years. And I was using a different kit to the one that I'd picked this lock with previously.
Okay.
So I don't know, somehow, like before, it was like a fucking baby's lock, and this time, in the many years, it's like that had gained the lock had gained experience and like turned into Fort
Every
Knox.
time you picked it, it was learning something.
It's like that's what had happened. So it just wouldn't fucking open.
Yeah.
So Jasmine suggested, why don't we see if Kev next door has some bolt cutters or something like that. And obviously, me being a man, said, no, I can't accept help, I'm doing this myself.
Can't accept help from another man, especially your neighbour.
To a certain extent, once I get, like, on a task, I'm like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Let me just do this.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to show you the picture right now. This is what the lock ended up looking like by the end of it.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the video version, I'll put it on screen in a second.
Yeah.
Basically,
I tell you what, that son of a bitch isn't learning anything anymore.
I'm lucky that I ordered myself a drill at one point on Amazon because I needed a drill, and I didn't want a cordless drill because I hate having to charge them up and they don't last long enough and everything. So I just bought the cheapest corded drill I could. And turns out it was like an industrial strength hammer drill. And I've also got some like fancy drill bits for it because I had to set up some security cameras at one point. Well, they are set up at my house. So I just drilled the shit out of this lock.
It's open.
And it just absolutely destroyed it. Well, to start with, I was trying to bash it with a hammer and that didn't really work.
Yeah.
I drilled one hole in it, like, because it's so smooth.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, get the drill bit to catch, so I had to just drill wherever it would catch. So I drilled one place, and it drilled all the way through, And like just nothing. There was just a hole in it. I didn't hit any mechanisms or anything. So it didn't work at all. So I had to get a nail and a hammer and like hammer this nail into the lock where I wanted to drill to make a dint first, and then the drill could catch. And I did it on like where the mechanism was more then. But I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny anyway. That I had to like drill the shit out of this lock. Do you remember YouTube Poops?
Yeah, I love them.
Do you remember Michael Rosen YouTube Poops?
Yeah, Michael Rosen, yeah.
I think they were the most iconic for some reason. Like, I don't know, he just became a meme to kind of... Because he used to read stories, didn't he? He did these videos, this guy called Michael Rosen did these videos where he'd read children's books and things like that.
See, your history of YouTube Poops. Let me lay out the timeline for you.
Okay.
The first sort of... We're talking about early YouTube here. We're talking like Smosh. Yeah. You know, we're talking like... when they were good. You know? So, your first YouTube Poops were like... The Mario animated thing, you know, from back in the 90s. Yeah. And it was the fucking Mama Luigi, you know, let's get the guy saying that... Yeah. And that's funny, I guess.
No.
Then it evolved into sort of like more movie YouTube Poops, like Spider-Man. Yeah. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was a good one to go after.
Yeah.
And they started getting funnier. Then it was like YouTube Poops out of situations more than like media. Because Michael Rosen, especially the ones you're thinking about, are more like just him telling stories of his life, innit?
Yeah. But then they like kind of splice it together to make him say like nonsensical shit, edit it so his face like walked around and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
For 13-year-olds.
Yeah, no, I know. And then it turned into your like MLG edits.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of I don't know, I think it's circling back a bit.
Now.
No, not as much. There are still forms of it, but yeah.
So Michael Rosen ones were the one that I remember the most. I found them hilarious. I remember spending ages just laughing at them like crazy with little Nathan from school.
Yeah.
And do you know what? The place I work is now working with him.
Oh, working with him? I'll be honest with you, I thought he was dead.
He's quite old. No, in a way they're working with him. He's like, there's this kind of, you know the book I'm Going on a Bear Hunt?
I've not read it, but I know it, yeah.
He's like involved with this like event that's happening in Leeds to do with this bear hunt and stuff. So I don't know. Just thought that was kind of cool. That I was at work.
A real bear hunt.
No, I was at work, and in the normal all staff meeting, slightly bored.
Yeah.
And then Michael Rosen pops up on the screen saying, I don't know, I can't remember what he said. He said a bunch of shit. And I was like, hey, that's Michael Rosen.
He popped up on a big screen and he says, "Hello, I'm taking the moon hostage. You owe me $20 billion."
I don't know what.
Like some sort of evil villain. I don't know. He just appeared on a big screen. I thought he was going to make some diabolical announcement.
No, he appeared on my laptop screen.
We're adding AIDS to the water. I don't know.
God.
And then you go, nice.
Speaking of AIDS, Judd, AIDS goes on your genitals, which is near your butthole. And I had a question about your butthole.
Yes, okay.
This is something that gets asked a lot. People talk about this a lot on like videos, podcasts, all sorts of stuff. We've never answered this on our podcast, so far as I'm aware. Do you sit or stand to wipe your butt?
I sit while I wipe my ass. I hoist myself up a bit and I wipe my ass.
This is the general consensus. Yeah. Most people say that standing up is weird. And why would you ever stand up?
Okay. You do it, don't you? You stand up and wipe your ass. Now, here's the point where I'm supposed to go, "You're fucking great, what are you doing, you freak?" I'm not actually.
No.
I'm gonna make a point and say nobody should be wiping their ass with toilet paper.
Well, this is fair.
Yeah.
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
I disagree. Like, bidets is what we're talking about. Like, wash your butthole with some water and stuff like that. That's way better than just wiping it. I 100% agree. But just doing the water and everything ain't good enough. It would, quarter how much paper you use by just doing a little wipe afterwards. That's it.
A little dab.
But, like a little wipe.
Like you tap it with a napkin after you. Yeah.
I think that but not no toilet paper. That's ridiculous.
Well, most of the world actually doesn't use toilet paper.
No, I don't think it's that. It's just most of the world thinks we're ridiculous for only using toilet paper.
Don't know if they... I don't know. I'm getting my information from South Park, I gotta be honest with
you. Not the greatest of sources. No. But I think, right, I don't understand why people think sitting down is better. Because, like, how do you reach? You can't reach well. Like, that's so
I think
awkward.
The thing is, when you sat down, you're hoisting your even if you're hoisting your ass up a bit, your cheeks are already sort of like spread a little bit. I think.
No.
I think if you stood up compared to when you stood up, because your cheeks are definitely not spread when you stood up.
Yeah, when you stand up, I'll fully admit the only disadvantage of the stand up is it smushes your cheeks together.
Yeah. So you're just smushing shit on your cheeks. Yeah.
Listen. Shit comes out of there anyway.
It's fine.
This doesn't really matter much. If anything, it's just spreading it so that it's easier to grab.
Oh.
But here's the other thing. If you stood up, you can properly bend yourself over and grasp your cheeks apart for better spreadage.
Okay.
And you can get to more of your butthole.
Here's the thing though. If I'm sat down and I'm wiping my ass and somebody walks in, they're just gonna go, "Oh, sorry." But if somebody walks in and you're bent over presenting yourself, they might think something. They might get an idea. They might think, "Oh,
yeah, you might get lucky."
Yeah, he wants me to fuck him in his ass. They might.
Listen, once they see your shitty butthole, they're not gonna.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what they're into.
I don't know whether it's enough. I don't think this is a problem. I think if people are walking in on the crapper, I think that's already the problem.
Just strangers in my house, just like, "Oh, sorry."
No, but we're talking about this with the window wide open. Everyone on the street can hear us. No, I definitely think standing up's better.
How is it better though? How is it?
You can reach way easier. You can get more spreadage.
I've never struggled to reach. How do you
get like?
I'm just there. I'm just there.
Can get in the gap of.
Look, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You're gonna fall off the toilet. Listen, we're gonna have to do some demonstrations later to figure this out. Because I'm a proud stander. I'm a proud brown wiper. No, a proud standing wiper. That's what I am. I stand and I'm proud of it. So, well, at least we solved that debate.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Slugs!
Yep.
Ducks!
Yep.
Right? This is a question I've got for you.
Okay.
Why do people refer to duck sex as, like, male ducks rape the female ducks? Why do they do that? Because that's just what happens in nature. Like, isn't that, like, regular? Most male animals, like, go, and, like, surprise shag females?
I think it depends. So, like, I think probably... I think it depends on the species, because there's coupling and stuff within species. Like, I don't know. I know dolphins are rapists. Dolphins are awful.
Why do they call it that though? Because like a lot of the why do they say it? Why isn't it just like? Because like other species, I swear that males like just hump and inject semen like. But they don't call it rape in other species. We're getting so demonetized for the amount of times we said that. Not that we get monetization anyway.
No. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of an instance because it's like
I don't know. I just find it weird, basically.
All right. Let's just compare it to the closest species there is to us, monkeys.
Yeah,
we're like a monkey. Yeah. So if there's a lady monkey.
Yeah.
And a guy monkey comes over and just fucking round the back of her head.
God! Yeah. You didn't have to do it like that.
Just round the back of her head with a rock. And she's going like that, having a spas attack on the floor. And he's like, yeah. Would you call that rape? Would you call it rape? Because I would. I'd call that rape.
Oh, good God.
We gotta take it to its most violent and closest route to look at it. Would you call that rape? I'd call that rape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then let's dial it down a bit.
Okay. Don't. How about we should stop talking about this? I'm traumatized.
Okay. All right. Then.
I did not want to see you do any of those actions. I didn't. But what I will say is, duck sex. I'm now going to call it instead. Pretty violent as well. Yeah. I was recently looking after my uncle's ducks. They've got some more, and when you let them out in the morning. For some reason, they're trapped in a hutch together all night. I don't know why they're just doing it in there. But, in the morning, they get, morning wood, I guess. They're, really horny. So they just, trample. The males just walk over the females and, corkscrew their corkscrew-shaped cock into them. It's awful. They just kind of, stamp on them and go, ah! And then they get off them. And then the, woman's like, ow!
Yeah. I mean, if that's the only instance of duck sex, it's hard to say, because if that's all we see from them, then that might just be duck sex.
That's how they do it, yeah.
But with the horrible monkey story I gave you all.
Don't remind me of the horrible monkey story.
I mean, I'm not gonna go say that I look up monkeys fucking on YouTube.
Let's just look up monkeys fucking.
But we've all probably seen videos somewhere of a monkey, a family home video thing. Or
definitely never seen.
You have to have at some point.
Monkeys sexing. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I've seen monkeys masturbate.
Have you not seen America's funniest home videos? They're at the zoo and they're
always wanking. Or
are they the
kissing in the gobs or something?
Yeah, they do. I love monkeys. I honestly love monkeys.
Monkeys are great.
Yeah.
I feel intertwined with them.
I do love them.
I'm waiting for the monkey sex video to load just so I can react to that real quick.
If God came to me and he said, right, you're going to lose, basically everything, your family and, your aspirations and hobbies and stuff, but I will turn you into a monkey, I'd be like, do it. I want to be a monkey, do it.
Yeah, I would do it. This video's not showing much monkey sex. Most played, this has got to show the monkey sex. Come on.
Is that the monkey sex? It looks like it.
There? No. Bad video, didn't show me the monkey sex. Still yet to see monkey sex.
Yeah.
The other thing about my uncle's house.
Okay.
Slugs.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in that place. But at night, the kitchen turned into fucking slug heaven.
The kitchen? In the kitchen?
So, the first... slug.
Okay.
Slug.
Okay.
Slug.
Alright.
Another slug.
I don't like this.
More slug. I'm showing Judd pictures of all the slugs. Slug. That one's eating a bit of leaf. Slug.
Okay.
That's ducks. But there was another 3 slugs on top of that.
Damn.
This was at once.
Fucking Slug City.
I don't know what's going on in that kitchen, but I had to put... it was really annoying as well, because when we got there to look after the ducks and everything, Jasmine saw 2 slugs in the sink and was like, oh, what are they doing there? And I kind of just chucked them outside. I'm like, that was weird.
Yeah.
And then the next day... she'd gone to bed and I was just staying up watching some Summoning Salt videos. Shout out to Summoning Salt. And I shut everything down, my computer down and everything, turned all the lights off. I went to... I don't know, I went to get a glass of water.
You're laying your head down and you heard this weird sucking noise and you're like, what the fuck? You turn the light on and the walls were just made out of slugs.
But I went into the kitchen for a glass of water or something. And I was like, holy shit! There was fucking slugs everywhere! This was nearly 1 a.m. And I was like, oh god, I'm like, when you do your routine and you're ready to go to, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a bunch of slugs outside now.
Fucking goddamn it! I've never had. No, actually, I lie. I did have them come in the house. Before that office I'm usually in got refurbished and all sorted out. I had a fucking problem with slugs coming in there on a night.
That's not good.
No, and it's I actually... At first, I didn't know it was slugs. I didn't think about it. I'll be honest with you. The first day that I sort of woke up and I saw a slug trail, it was on my keyboard and I was thinking, does that come? I was like, did I just not? So I was like, I'm just gonna quickly tissue that up and we'll move on. Forget about that. But then,
is that where you would normally masturbate? Let me just.
No, not normally, but it's like
it's downstairs next to where your
I know, but like if I ever did it, they'd be upstairs in bed down there.
Right,
so I was like, it's my fucking jism. So, but then like the day after, it was on like my mouse as well. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't come on my mouse yesterday. I'm at least 90.
Now I'm not normally sexually attracted to mice, so this is now suspicious. I wonder what my granddad's been doing.
Yeah. I'm like, is granddad just in on my fucking stuff? So anyway, then another day, I had some models in the office, like some of the models that I paint, and there was some of it on them, and I was like, okay, I definitely wouldn't come on any of my models.
Okay, I'm definitely sexually attracted to them.
No, I was like, I would not get my filthy jism on my lovely, beautiful models. So I was like, right, slugs are getting in. But yeah, I didn't have like fucking 10, like, you know, it was the odd one coming in. They weren't living in the attic.
How did you fix it?
We just got some fucking stuff, some like cork.
Yeah, blocked up all the gaps.
Yeah.
Right, I see.
Because the guy who originally did that office to the house, because that wasn't part of the house originally, they had it done fucking ages ago, like in the 90s or something, by a friend. And he was known for not doing very good work. So what had actually happened in the office is the floor had started fucking sinking.
Yikes.
And like towards the back. So the slugs were coming in through there. So
it's funny that like this sinking caused the slug invasion.
Yeah. They were like, oh my god, now's our chance. We get to crawl around on his keyboard. Anyway, so the whole office ended up being redone anyway, and now there's like carpeted and it's all nice. I don't get any more slugs.
Well, good. That's a nice ending to the story.
Yeah, no more slugs. But I had another incident when.
Did you ever get any ducks raping each other in there?
I didn't know. Oh. I had another sort of incident where, like, and this made more sense for there to be this many slugs, but it was like you say, it was like 1 a.m. or something. I don't mean to upset you, but I went out for a smoke. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I went outside and I like looked, and there was like a procession of fucking slugs. Like they were waiting outside.
They come for a smoke.
Yeah, they were like waiting for me. They were like waiting for me out front, like 15 of them. I went, oh! I was like, I thought they were going to attack
me. Oh dear. Well, that's been a nice.
Sorry, I love like all of these slugs like looking up at me like accusatory, like, why won't you let us crawl on your keyboard, you fucking bastard? So anyway, I poured salt on all of them. I did. I'm not having this. You're the fuckers that crawled on my model. I like salted them.
Poor guy. It makes me think of Flushed Away. And all the slugs that sing on that.
Maybe that's what they were doing. Maybe they were all there to serenade me and I poured fucking salt on them.
They were having choir practice. That's what it was. They were having choir practice.
Would you have
stumbled in on it and killed them all?
Would you have had a panic attack during choir practice if a giant would have shown up and started pouring salt on you?
A giant slug?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a great point to end, folks. Think about a giant slug pouring salt on you next time. Oh my god. Right. Like, subscribe, follow.
Slug.
Slug.
Yeah.
Twitch. Twitch is good. Bye.
Yeah.